Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for SurvivalSeedBank.com.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
I was talking to Max during the break about stage terror because I see them prepping everybody for it. And he said, look, it's global. You've got to see the strategic system. They want financial takeover. Well, I see that going on simultaneously. Max, we got 4.5 minutes left. You've got the floor. Enlighten us. Give us your breakdown on what's happening.
Okay, Alex, as we were just saying, okay, we know what the game is. You know, it's no big secret anymore. There's a group of bankers who are seeking to reinstate feudalism. They were upset that they had to give any of their power away during the rise of what's called the Enlightenment and the last 200 years. Now, your show reaches out to millions, and my comment to you is that you're spreading your bets too thin, and you are attacking back in a way that diffuses your greatest strength, which is this grassroots power force. And to that, what I say is you need a win in your column. You need to take a scalp here. You need to have a win. And the easiest thing that your listeners can do, that you and your listeners can do, is to take down a Fortune 100 company, take down a Dow Jones company, and the easiest company to take down, one who's got a huge investor in Warren Buffett, one who's known
is Coca-Cola. We go back to your obsession with Coca-Cola.
It's not an obsession. It's just a practical application of the only thing you have, which is a no-cost resistance.
Wait a minute. We've taken plenty of scalps, Max. I mean, look at the Copenhagen thing. We all did that together. Look at all the other victories we're having. Look at how we exposed Democratic operatives dressed up like Nazis at tea parties. I mean, what are you saying, take a scalp?
Well, I'm saying that the measure of wealth and income in America is getting wider and wider. The poorer are getting poorer, and the rich are getting richer. That's how I determine if the scalps are being taken and who's winning. And my suggestion is to marshal your forces and boycott Coca-Cola until that stock price goes to zero. You wipe out Coke. You punch Warren Buffett in the nose because he's one of the biggest shareholders of Coke. You demonstrate that you've got the power to take on a Fortune 100 company, and now suddenly you're in the driver's seat. You have to look at what's dear to these people. It's their stock price. They have no morals, no ethics. They've got no compunction about destroying themselves and their society and their country. They only care about their stock price. Therefore, the only way you can fight back is to take their stock price down. And the boycott is the cheapest, easiest, no-cost solution. And just look at the stock price. If it's going down, you're winning. And take it down to zero.
Okay, let me throw something in here. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and we're going on all fronts because that's most effective, in my opinion, is just to expose the fraud, and then the people will do the rest. But look at Washington. It's illegitimate. It's owned by foreign banks. We take the states back, then the offshore banks and brokerage firms won't have the federal government funding them with all our tax money. Yeah, but that's great if you run a multi-billion-dollar hedge fund and you have a seat at the table and you can have a big swinging, I don't want to say the word, but you don't. All you have are a lot of people who are angry, who have not the same amount of money, and who are being victimized by these consumer product predatory lending psychopaths. And you have to also be aware that a single metric, which is a stock price, can work both ways. Not only does it show how much money the bad guys are making, but it can also show how effective your campaign is against them. So when you go on the air every week and you say Coca-Cola stock price is down another 10% this week, we have won. It's right there in black and white in the pages of the Wall Street Journal. And before you know it, they're going to be coming to you, begging you to call off your forces. They're going to be coming to you, begging you. But won't the bankers then won't the plunge protection team just quietly buy Coca-Cola stock?
Anything that'll cost them money, and they hate to spend money.
Because you're killing them where it hurts. They can buy the stock. They can increase the dividend. They can spend money on marketing. But they don't want to spend money. They want to take the money. They hate spending money. If they start spending money to buy back their own stock, you're winning.
All right, look, we're going to have you back up soon, and we'll spend 30 minutes of an hour on that. Max Keiser, MaxKeiser.com. Thanks for spending time with us.
All right, buddy.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Max, what did you do with the remote? Now what am I going to do? I guess I can go online to find a new one. Okay, here's a site, replacementremotes.com. Let us repair or replace any remote control. Well, I guess they can't repair this one. Thanks, Max. Wow, they have my original remote and an exact replacement that doesn't need programming. Hey, Max, here's a deal. I can use the coupon code ALEX for a 5% discount. ReplacementRemotes.com has all my remotes for my TVs and accessories. I can order online at ReplacementRemotes.com or call them at 336-377-2220. I wonder if they sell dog toys.
For all your remote control needs, visit ReplacementRemotes.com at 336-377-2220.
ReplacementRemotes.com. ReplacementRemotes.com. If you need a remote control, ReplacementRemotes.com.
One major world crisis away from having a totalitarian type of system.
The main event is the wholesale destruction of the world economy.
The push for every nation on the globe to identify and number all of its citizens.
Friends, I hope that you will order Shadow Government from Infowars.com. We also have some specials where you can get some of our other films half price when you order Shadow Government. A new level in production quality and in information. It exposes how a cashless society, surveillance, beast grid of total control is being put into place. This film needs to be seen. Everybody needs to get it. So order yours today. Show it to your friends, your family, your church, your neighbors, your boss, your employees. Shadow Government, ladies and gentlemen. Get your copy at Infowars.com today. Shadow Government. It gives Big Brother a black eye. Available at Infowars.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.
From his Central Texas Command Center, deep behind enemy lines, the information war continues. It's Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Okay, for stations that just joined us, coming up, we've discovered a secret FEMA document confirmed to be real. They've been telling major newspapers to remove it, like the Christian Science Monitor and others, and publicintelligence.com. And you've got Obama saying we're going to be nuked. The FBI director saying domestic groups are the #1 threat now, or as bad as Al-Qaeda. You've got this crescendo of the media saying the Tea Parties aren't just racist, which they've been caught with Democratic operatives dressed up like Nazis, red-handed now, something we broke 3 weeks ago that's now become mainstream news. But Bill Clinton's saying, gee, he hopes there doesn't have to be a terror attack to make the Tea Party shut up. Well, who stands to gain from that terror attack? See, he's saying this will discredit you. And he's saying this on Wolf Blitzer. Oklahoma City, 15 years ago today, was a staged event. We go over the evidence in Road to Tyranny. Ladies and gentlemen, the American people are standing up against the criminality in Washington. And the oldest trick in the book is to stage events. We see all this media hype, all this prep for this in the near future. I'll be breaking that down coming up after Luke Rudkowski leaves.